And we are back. It's good to see you all this morning. And we have with us Kim Gunter. And Kim is a dear friend. She's on the Junior Achievement Board with me. She has more energy in that little body of hers than anybody I know. I mean, she's just so full of it. And she's here to talk to us about an event that's coming up Saturday.
That's right.
Junior Achievements Breakfast with Santa at the mall. So, and I have all kinds of paperwork for you.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, if we had a Zoom, we could do this great picture that was in the
it was
the banner.
Wonderful. And we do thank Rick Norton and everybody at the banner that has anything to do with all this great publicity Junior Achievement's gotten.
Yes, yeah, he was really handy with that, we can see. It's on the front page of the Monday paper, so thank you, Rick.
Above the fold, in color.
Yeah, so if you didn't see it, then you should be getting the banner.
That's right.
There was, well, okay, the event is Saturday morning. It's Breakfast with Santa. It's just $5 a ticket from 8:30 in the morning until 10 a.m. In the food court of the mall. Kids are welcome to come, and their parents and anyone who wants to come with them. Sit down, have some breakfast that's going to be cooked by the JA board. It's going to be pancakes and sausage and juices and milk. So much fun.
Do you have to have a kid?
Not at all. Okay. And then, of course, we have our celebrity appearances by Santa and Mrs. Claus, and, of course, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph is there.
He's going to be there.
Yeah, and they wander around amongst the tables and talk to all the kids, hear their Christmas wishes. You can take pictures. It's just a fantastic event. The kids go nuts over it.
It is a wonderful event, and then usually we have a group from school that sings or something.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
The E.L. Ross Elementary, their choir is going to be singing. So there's some beautiful Christmas music. There's a face painter that comes, and that's just for free. It's just for fun. There's a little goodie bags for every kid who comes that has all the little toys and candy in it, and there's a coloring contest that's going to go on as well.
And it's really exciting. I mean, it really, really is. And the behind the scenes, folks, is probably as interesting as anything else because you have people like Tim Henderson and Chris Newton making pancakes. and we have said, you know, let's do the silver dollar pancakes because we're feeding children. And the first one that Chris Newton did, you know.
Dinner plate.
Yeah,
really good though.
Yes,
so,
but it was good. It was good, and we could have fed 4 people out of that pancake. So as things get started backstage, it's really, really fun. It's a good group of volunteers. Do you know who all signed up yet to work?
I don't know specifics. The ones you mentioned, of course, are every year, so they should have fun with that. We have a lot of new board members that are going to help out. Lucia Cook. She's going to be there, and Lindsay Wagner is on the planning as well. She's with Cooks.
Right, and Lucia is with P&G.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're on the board and they're gonna be doing it. It's just a great group of people. It's a good bonding experience for the board, and it
really is.
Yeah, and it's so much fun for the kids that come out. I know that because I have 2 little ones. I brought them last year and they just loved it. My daughter was drawing pictures of Mrs. Claus for like weeks afterwards because meeting her in person was such a big deal for her.
Yeah, because Santa is around a lot during this season, but to see Mrs. Claus is very, very impressive.
And we had to walk by Santa in the mall, and there was a huge line of kids. My kids were like, "We want to say hi to Santa," and you know, there wasn't really time. I said, well, "You're gonna have breakfast with them on Saturday," and they were like, "Oh, okay." You know, they were all happy then.
And the tickets are $5 a piece, and they can be purchased.
They can be purchased through the JA office, 476-6772, and of course at the Red Ribbon.
And at the mall.
At the that's
the information area at the mall is where to get them. And it's just wonderful. And folks, it's a wonderful time for the kids. And honestly, if you're a parent or grandparent and you really don't want to eat, you can go and the children can eat, and we have a little area where you can sit, and parents of the choir people, we have a place to sit you so you can watch your children.
Well, you need to get tickets.
Yes. If you're going to come into the eating area, you need to get tickets. And this is a fundraiser for Junior Achievement, but it's a lot of it's for PR.
It is. It's just to relate with the community and get out there and have a good time. You know, this is mostly little kids, but they're going to be in school soon, and Junior Achievement's going to be helping them in a whole different way.
Right. So. And Kim's one of our teachers. And which class is it that you teach?
Well, because I work for the credit union, I teach the personal finance class, like lending and investing and all that. I'm actually teaching a class this week at Cleveland High School for Coach Bird's class.
Okay. And I just want to give you I want her to give you a little brief of what she does, because folks, this is phenomenal. And you know, with the economy in the nation like it is now, and Tennessee being ranked so high in bankruptcies, all of us need this kind of education. Yes. So just kind of give us a little brief, like your first class, what do you do? I think this is so much fun.
Oh yeah, this is awesome. And I can't take any credit. It's all junior achievement materials. They basically handed me everything, and it tells how to do it and gives you all the stuff. But what we do is we learn about budgeting by playing a board game. I think it's called a month in the life. And every kid gets a little personal profile, so they have like a job and a savings goal. And then there's a board game where it just looks like a month. They roll the dice, they land on different options, they have to make decisions that way. They're either going to get an economy car or a bus pass or a luxury car. They have to choose whether to rent an apartment or buy a house. And they just go through all the regular monthly expenses that we always face. And at the end, of course, they always try to see who could have the most money left over. So, it's not me standing there talking and lecturing about budgeting. They actually get in there and do it and work in groups. They love it.
And that's what's so wonderful about this program. It's the students participate. It's not someone standing there lecturing. And having taught school for 18 years, it's not the same face the kids see every day. And I think that makes a difference when a layperson comes in and takes them for an hour, and they tend to listen and pay attention to you.
Yeah, I think if I went any more than the 5 days, they'd be over me. But it's just 5 days, and so if you're considering volunteering for something like this at all, please call JA, because it is so much fun, and the kids really get a lot out of it.
It is, and you don't have to be an educated school teacher to do this. Yep. Because JA will teach you how to teach these classes.
It's the whole packet. I've volunteered before.
And you're retired now, so you could volunteer some more.
Hey!
But what do they call it? It's the day over at the middle schools.
Reality check.
Reality check. Yeah. That is such a hoot. Those kids come in and they're all given a sheet of paper, and it tells them, what their sex is, how many kids they are, their marital status, what their job is, their educational level, and then they have to go through and fill it out, and they have to hit every little stop, and they have to do transportation and education. If they have children, they have to do child care, and these guys come in and they head for the cars and they buy Hummers, and they have a high school education, and they have 3 kids, single parent.
Their wife doesn't work.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, and this one kid, I said, you don't have child care here, and he said, well, they can sleep in the car. And I'm like, no, you can go to jail for that. I said, you take that Hummer back and trade it in and get a bus pass.
But it is a real reality check for these people, because they just have not a clue.
I like to volunteer for that one and do the second jobs booth. And the second jobs are they're like delivering pizza, flipping burger, the kind of thing that you're going to need to get as a second job if you're an adult.
If you bought a Hummer the first time out.
And those are the kids I see. They're like, I need another job. And I'm like, do you really want to deliver pizzas in a Hummer? No. I'm like, well, go trade in your car. Right. Don't come back here.
Right. And then they're always shocked, because when they trade the car in, they don't get back what they paid for it. Yeah. Well, I mean, you drove it off the lot. I'm sorry. It's now a used car.
It's such an eye-opener for them.
It really is. It really is.
It's a wonderful program. I don't think anything could have that much impact. I mean, parents or teachers could just,
Yeah. Oh, and in the class I was teaching Monday, it's the budgeting for a month thing. And one of the things you have to buy is insurance, of course. And I hear this one student go, "No, I'm not doing that. I don't buy insurance. It's a mandatory thing." I was like, "No, you have to do this one. That's the rules of life and the game." Yeah. No, I'm not going to do insurance. I said, "Listen, later this week I'm going to tell you why you're going to buy insurance, because that's one of the topics we cover." He's like, "All right," and budgeted it, but.
And then we're going to have Byron Winters from Landmark Insurance and Brokerage on in just a few minutes, and he's going to also tell us why you need to buy insurance.
There you go.
So we're going to really press
that one home.
Get insurance. But okay, let's go back to Breakfast with Santa for just a minute, because that's what Kim's here for. So tell us again what we need to do.
What you need to do is the easiest thing to do is to go to the mall guest services booth, get yourself tickets. They're just $5 each. And then on Saturday morning from 8:30 to 10, come by the food court, get yourself some breakfast, meet Santa, meet Mrs. Claus, meet the reindeer.
And it is so much fun, and you'll meet a lot of the JA board and a lot of JA people, and they're all just very, very friendly, and it's just, and actually they serve.
Yeah, they're going to serve you your food.
You just come and sit down.
No,
you get served.
I'm fascinated with this reindeer.
Rudolph? You've heard of Rudolph?
Okay. Yes, I know Rudolph.
Yeah.
But this is the first time. Does he come every year?
He does.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Oh, I haven't had children in a long time.
No.
And I was working, so.
And I know, and now you're retired.
I know.
So,
now I can do all these.
So you need to come by.
Absolutely.
And you haven't met Rudolph before.
It's so much fun.
I think
really,
that's
really
wonderful.
Is. And it starts at
8:30 a.m.
8:30 a.m. So now, JA board members, that's not for you. 7 a.m. is for you, but 8:30 a.m. for the ticket holders, and it's just $5, folks, and it's well worth it.
Yes, yes.
The kids love it. JA loves seeing you and you being there. And,
that's right.
And it's just a great way to promote junior achievement and also to promote the holidays and the children and Santa, Mrs. Santa, and Rudolph.
That's right.
Rudolph in and of himself is worth going.
Absolutely.
In my book.
He was on TV last night, by the way.
We saw that.
Yes.
Yes, right before NCIS, which I always have to watch because of Mark Harmon. But anyway, but I saw
with you,
a little bit of Rudolph. So, any last minute things we need to know about Saturday morning?
No, I think that should cover it. If you do have any last minute questions, just call the JA office, 476-6772, and they'll answer any questions you have. Also, the sponsor, I should mention, is Andrew Johnson Bank. I'm so sorry. Yes, we want to thank Andrew Johnson Bank. They sponsored it last year. They're sponsoring it this year. They make everything possible. And, of course, if you wanted to call Andrew Johnson Bank, they have tickets, and they can answer any questions as well.
Right.
And Jennifer she works at Andrew Johnson Bank, and she will be working that morning.
Yes, she's on our board, and Mike Thomason is a past chairman of the board of Junior Achievement. So we're always pleased when Andrew Johnson Bank jumps up there and helps us with this, because this is a lot of fun, and we hope that you all will be out at the mall Saturday morning. Kim, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
I always feel guilty about getting people up this early in the morning, but I really appreciate you coming in. And folks, we're going to take a real quick commercial break, and we'll be right back, so do not go away.
And I'm Kim Christmas.
We're here to tell you that the annual Cleveland Christmas Parade brought to you by Main Street Cleveland is back. It's going to be great with all the lights, floats, and Christmas cheer.
Don't forget, WTMB will be broadcasting live the entire parade from the parade.
I was going to get there before you interrupted me. Why are you always trying to interrupt me? I'm trying to tell everybody the Cleveland Christmas Parade is going to be live the night of the parade, the best production ever of the parade, right here on WTMB. You're always trying to steal the spotlight from me. What are you doing? Kim? Ah!
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro-laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television. Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
And we are back, and we are so glad that y'all are with us this morning. And Alan Clark is our next guest over here, and you've seen Alan on here before with his Low Country boil in a box, but we're not going there right this minute, but we are going to go there. But we're going to segue into something because we were just talking about Rudolph.
Yes.
And so I'm holding up a Rudolph Christmas card done by one of the Truesdale students. And Alan's going to tell us a little bit about these cards.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Good morning. And last time I was here was in June this summer, and I was able to change outfits, but you made me rush today, so I have on 2 name tags. So, you know, we'll explain that in just a minute. But first, I'd like to take the opportunity to talk about Truesdale School, located here in Cleveland, Tennessee. It is a post-secondary school for high-functioning adults with intellectual disabilities. It was founded in 2005. We moved out to Asbury United Methodist Church in 2008, which is located off of Dockery. Currently, we're in the process of actually purchasing that property from the membership. So hopefully by the first of the year, we'll be able to expand our wings a little bit and have a little more room to teach. Since that's one of our primary focus is functional academics. For example, we are doing a unit on the state of Tennessee right now, in which we received an Allied Arts grant, and with that grant, we'll be doing some art projects, making some silhouettes, drawing some maps, etc., to teach about Tennessee, to give some visual aids to learning about Tennessee.
Great.
So a great help there. We also focus a lot on life skills as well. But to move into, specifically while we're here today, is move into the card shop. We've been doing this for several years. The card shop is an effort by all of the students. Currently we have 29 students at Truesdale School. Each of these cards is either created through art class or through an individual art project, and each displays several different techniques. Some are hand-drawn, like the toy shop that you're holding there. Some are more
neat. Isn't that cute?
Some are painted, like the Christmas tree that you have in your hand, the bright red, which is one of my favorites. Some are tracing, some are stencils, but however they are created, we put them into a card format and put them before an esteemed panel of judges and decide which ones we are going to produce each year. We pick out 10 cards, which come in a pack for $10, and the card shop utilizes each individual student's strengths. That's kind of the goal of the card shop, whether they are have strengths in creating a card, whether they have strength in organizing the cards, because you can imagine we're selling over close to 500 packs a year. That's 5,000 cards plus envelopes floating around our school in approximately 3 or 4 weeks. And so keeping all those organized, we utilize the skills of individual students for that. And also just packaging. That takes a long time just to put 10 cards in 10 envelopes plus a cover sheet, which it displays each of the cards in the pack, and put all those together to display. We have those, you can see them live and in person at Red Ribbon, of course.
Yes, I have them. And what's so wonderful about these folks is they're big, and if you want to write an epistle to someone in their Christmas card, there's plenty of room.
There is.
They're really nice. And this one says, wishing you good times, good cheer, and Happy New Year. So just really wonderful cards.
Thank you. And you can also find them at Perry's Petals and Sarah's Hallmark locally. There are order forms at each of these locations too, if you would like more than they have in inventory, or if you need additional information, or you would like to order cards, you can call the school. Their number is 423-479-7130. This year we have really expanded this year. Several local businesses are using Truesdale School cards as their primary business Christmas card this year.
Now that is a great idea.
That is.
So we are getting support that way, and also getting the name out about Truesdale School to a lot of people that may not know us or heard of us before. So we're really excited this year. We've had a great we had great sales so far, and we hope that with this opportunity to speak here, we'll reach another audience and get that last push before the Christmas holidays.
Right.
Do the students write the insides too?
Yes, they do.
This one has a poem in it. May I read it?
Sure.
Candy canes and little toy planes are things that we adore, but wishing you Merry Christmas is something we love even more.
Isn't that sweet?
Yes.
How nice. And on the back it says original designs by Truesdale students, and it tells about it says Truesdale School serving exceptional people, and their website is there.
Yes.
So these are just wonderful, folks. And there's 10 in a pack for $10.
They're so colorful.
They are. And like
Gorgeous.
I say, large,
Yes.
so you can write and tell everything your
this
family has done.
This one has lots of room.
That
to
has
write
lots
in.
of room, but you can tell everything your family's done since last year's Christmas card. And so I have these at the Red Ribbon, but
Yes.
Perry's Petals and Sarah's Hallmarks.
Or you can call us.
Truesdale School.
423-479-7130. Or if you need just general information, you can go to truesdaleschool.org or call us and we'll answer any questions you may have.
Right, and I bought a pack of these myself so I can send them out. And I'm not sure how to segue into this, but we're going to segue.
We're going to segue.
Because
We've been
Alan was
segueing
here.
today.
Alan was here in June.
In
Is that what
June.
you said? With a new product that he has. It's his business now.
Yes, that's
and
true.
it's called Low Country Boil in a box, and you see it has a red ribbon on it. So a red ribbon, don't you love that?
Yeah.
But it has a red ribbon on it, so that makes it a Christmas gift.
A Christmas
so tell
gift,
us about it, Alan.
Okay, well, thank you again. As we were here in June, if you missed that segment, I'll give you a little intro as to how Low Country Boil in the Box came to be. I was in corporate America for about 9 years looking for a way out, looking for an entrepreneurial opportunity. And in December, I was reading the book No More Mondays by Dan Miller. Having catered and for corporate events, charities, family reunions, Low Country Boil for many years, this idea literally hit me in the head. How can I get this in the hands of potential customers? Because one thing that continually happened, folks said, how can I make this on my own? Can you teach me how to do this? Where can I buy it? And over the years, I guess it just kind of evolved, and kind of like a splinter, you don't have to take it out right then, but eventually it's going to, make it where you got to do something about it. Yeah.
Right.
And so it was one of those opportunities that hit me in the head, and I looked at my wife Shannon, and who's the executive director of Truesdale School. There's another segue. She said, and asked her what do you think about Low Country Boil in the Box? And she's one of these folks you have to plant a seed and come back a little while later. And so about 2 weeks later, I came back to her. Well, how does this work? And of course, I was way down the rabbit trail, and I was already thinking about all these things. So we ran a pilot in January of this year, of 2011, and sent it out to a few friends. Is it easy? Are there any pain points? Is this something you would pay for? Is it, I want it to be the same experience that I would give if I were doing it, but I want you to be able to do it at your convenience too. So in April, we launched Low Country Boil in the Box. The idea behind it is a fully prepared, prepped and ready to go meal for 4 people. It comes in a box, which is $30 locally. We hand deliver to Cleveland and Chattanooga. I also have insulated cooler boxes we can ship anywhere in the continental U.S. So right now we're about 7 months old. Tailgate season's been very good for us, obviously. That was our target market.
Right.
And we're looking into that, and we're already decided that we're going to push through in 2012 and maybe look into some retail markets, look into working on some of our packaging and things like that, because we're getting out of that infancy phase and into to our growth phase, and we've really been excited about what's happening so far. You can always call me. I don't mind giving out my number, which is 423-618-9959. Talk to me if you have any questions. If you want to text or email, Alan at Low Country Boil in the Box, Alan at Low Country Boil in the Box. You can email me that way, or you can go to our website, which is lowcountryboilinthebox.com, and you can see all the information and some of the videos. You can see my segment from June. That's on the
on YouTube.
It's also on the website. And it's really been excited. We've really been excited about how things have gone so far. But the reason we're here for Christmas is to let you know that Low Country Boil in the Box is not just the tailgate party. There are other options. We do a lot of anniversaries and birthdays and small gatherings because everything's prepped and ready to go. All you have to do is boil water, a 4-person box fixed in a standard soup pot on your stove. And all you have to do is boil water and dump it in, and from boiling, putting the pot on the stove, and you can go to the table in less than an hour.
Now, you did this for your engagement party, didn't you?
Yes, the first time I actually cooked a Low Country Boil was for my own engagement party back in 2003, something like that.
You want to explain
Wait,
what a
look
Low
at my
Country
ring.
Boil is?
Low
For
Country,
some people who might not know,
right,
we do it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's
there you
a
go.
different tradition. You
Right.
know, it's easy.
It is easy.
Yeah.
We start with a standard. Right now we have the standard recipe, which is red potatoes, corn on the cob, kielbasa sausage, and shrimp, and those come to you all fresh, ready to go. I also add onions and garlic, which are fresh, and then a spice blend that I've created, which makes it my own recipe. And all that comes to you, and it's in 3 easy bags, A, B, and C. It's hard to fail. But again, back, reason we're talking here for Christmas is while this comes to you may say, well, I don't know when my family members or friend or whatever is actually going to cook Low Country Boil, so how would I know how to get them the product? Well, we can actually do a gift certificate, which we do. We do several gift certificates a month already, and you can send those. Either I can create them for you and send them to your friend or family member, or you can just give me the information and I will send them to you, and you can include them in a Christmas card or birthday card, however you want to do that. All that can be accomplished through our website. We have PayPal set up on there, and instead of entering the date that you would like to cook it, if you were doing it yourself, for example, you say, I'm having a party on Christmas Eve. So you could go out there and place your order today, but it would not arrive to your house until the 23rd, the day before. And so everything's fresh and ready to go at your doorstep. And but instead of entering that date, you could put in the gift certificate information, and I could do all that and get that back to you in case you wanted to send it yourself. So that's kind of how the process works, and we're really excited about the gift certificates business we've done so far. It was not something that was in my business plan. It's just something that if you listen to customers, they'll tell you what they want, and one of those things they say, well, I'd really like to send it to so and so, and I'd really like. But even if they have family that lives a long way away or something, they may enjoy the Low Country Boil, but not necessarily know when they would want to do it. So that way, they can choose. They have it at their disposal. It's already paid for, and they can order it when they want.
Entrepreneurship.
Yes.
You must be able to be flexible with what your customers want, and so that's great.
Service.
Is Maeve still helping you put stickers on the boxes?
Maeve still helps with stickers now that she turned 5 and. Recently, and
she does a great job.
Thank you. And so now she's 5 going on 12, and so she wants to get paid for that.
Probably wasn't in the game plan either,
no,
was
that's
it?
not in the game plan. So.
Well, she's entrepreneurial too.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Well, Alan, this is great, and this just goes right along with Junior Achievement, because that's what Junior Achievement does, is entrepreneurship. But give us again, how do we get in touch with you if we want Low Country Boil in a box?
Feel free to call me, 423-618-9959. You can email me at alan@lowcountryboilinthebox, or you can go to our website, www.lowcountryboilinthebox.com. And if you have any questions, again, feel free to use any media at your disposal to contact me, message me through Facebook, LinkedIn, however you want to get in touch with me if you have any questions. We will try to get product to you and/or a gift certificate and answer any questions. We also do catering. If you have a big event or something you would like me to come do for you, we can arrange that. And look forward to look forward to Christmas and serving some Low Country Boil, and look forward to next year with new opportunities.
Great. Alan, thank you so much. Yes. We're going to take a real quick commercial break, and we'll be back on with one of our favorite people, Byron Winters from Landmark Insurance and Brokerage, will be here to talk to us about insurance.
And why you need it.
And why you need it. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Alan, thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Joe Jingle.
And I'm Kim Christmas.
We're here to tell you that the annual Cleveland Christmas Parade, brought to you by Main Street Cleveland, is back. It's going to be great with all the lights, floats, and Christmas cheer.
Well, don't forget, WTMB will be broadcasting live the entire parade from the parade.
I was going to get there before you interrupted me. Why are you always trying to interrupt me? I'm trying to tell everybody the Cleveland Christmas Parade is going to be live the night of the parade, the best production ever of the parade, right here on WTMB. You're always trying to steal the spotlight from me. What are you doing? Kim? Ah!
I'm Kathy Guy with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Call us today for all your personal insurance needs. With 28 years in the insurance business, I have the solutions and pricing you are looking for. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m. or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
And we are back, and it's great to see you all this morning, to have you with us. We have Byron Winters from Landmark Brokerage, Insurance and Brokerage, excuse me. And we've already had, Kim Gunter has already said,
you need
insurance. So
Good
Byron,
morning, Nancy.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm ready for a long day today.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, are you going to be out working insurance?
I am.
All right.
I am.
Yes, December 1st. Do we have Christmas specials for insurance?
Unfortunately not.
No.
But if we can come up with some, you'll be the first to.
Thank you. We'll have it. We will have it live on TV, folks, for you. But
wear your red pajamas when you come to the office.
Discounted insurance policies. If you go to jail or something like that, that's against the law.
But Kim Gunter was sitting here, and she was talking about the economics that she teaches for junior achievement, and how the kids say, we don't need insurance.
Not going to do that.
That's a fantastic program.
It is. It is. It is. You've taught, haven't you?
I have.
That's great.
They haven't asked me back, so I don't know if I did a bad job.
No,
I don't know what happened.
No.
You didn't call back and say, I'll go again.
They don't really ask you. It's like
they need a course in sales.
Call.
I know. But I always volunteer people, so I will volunteer you again, because I think that's how you taught the first time, was I volunteered you. And did not even know you, Byron. I said, oh, this guy looks like he could teach. But tell us a little bit about why we need insurance.
Well, we always talk about insurance, auto insurance, homeowners, mobile homes. We've talked about
health.
Wes came in and
talked about health.
And today I thought we'd talk about condo
Whoa,
policies.
okay.
Yeah, I threw you kind of a curveball there.
Yeah.
So we need to kind of slow down for a minute and just kind of re-gear here.
Right.
Condos. We all know people that live in condos.
Yes, because that's their home.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're downsizing.
So homeowners, but
there's a special type of homeowners policy specifically for condo owners.
Oh,
and a lot of folks don't know that, right?
I didn't.
So it's good to know that, especially if you're looking to become a condo owner.
Right.
So you need to know all these details.
A lot of folks, I think, probably get to the table and they sign on the dotted line and get ready to move in, and they think, well, I need some insurance, but they don't know why they need it and what they need to be looking for. So a condo policy is a bit different than your typical homeowners policies. Think about owning a condo. Most condos aren't standalone. Most condos are in some kind of a common building. So they share common roofs, common walls, walkways, breezeways, maybe some amenities, maybe pools or a tennis court or a volleyball court or shuffleboard. And so they need to look at the fine print on the policies of the condo association. Most condo associations have a master policy. So they have a policy to protect themselves as the developers of the association or the folks that maintain the property, however that works. And they call that a master policy. So master policies have limitations though. They have, their own deductibles and their own limits of liability. So if someone gets hurt on the property, there's certain limitations. They're going to be different than the condo owner's policy. So if you are looking at a condo and you move in and you read a fine print and you see a $50,000 deductible, you better make sure you have a condo policy
that
will pick up
that's
where that
not
leaves
enough.
off.
That's nowhere near enough.
Well, but I threw a kind of curveball. A deductible is the money you have to come up with out of pocket before the insurance carrier pays.
Oh, the deductible.
So let's say
So you need
no.
You need a
you
policy to cover.
You need something to cover that. That's right. Ooh.
So there's 100 of you, and what's that? $500 a piece. That's not a super big deal, but not all condos associations have 100 condos in them. If you have fewer than that, 10, that's $5,000 a piece to come up with. So you want a policy to protect yourself, a policy that will come in and kind of segue and protect you. So that's just one example.
Yeah, I think my son's condo, there's probably 20 in that complex. So
has your son looked at the master policy? Did
yes,
he read the
my son and his father have detailed that. They know exactly what they're doing.
Flavis knows what he's doing.
Yes, boy. We've handled that.
He checks all the details.
Yes, I just kind of sit there and go, but they've got it handled.
So, but on the, if you would. What you were indicating was that not enough coverage would come into liability.
Right. That's liability.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Maybe the condo association master policy taps out at $1 million in liability, but they have 100 condos. Well, there's a lot more likelihood. The more
Condos?
brain freeze here. The more folks that are condo owners in the association, the more residents in the community, the higher the policy limits you're probably going to need. There's more
things that can happen. Yes,
things to happen, right?
So
if there's a pool, right? If there's a pool and a child or a grandchild comes over and swimming in the pool and gets hurt and sues the association for, I don't know, nice round numbers, $5 million.
Ooh.
But the condo association policy liability limit tapped out at $2 million, which is not uncommon, a $2 million aggregate limit. And there's a $3 million
balance there, different.
Balance. If they got the full, if they won the judgment in the court.
Right.
And you have 100 folks that are residents, well, that becomes what's that, $30,000?
100 into 3 million,
so
whatever, yes.
Yeah.
$30,000 to come up with to pay that claim. And if you didn't have the proper insurance, policy, that's your piece of it. You split it up with the rest of the residents, and if you don't have a policy that's going to cover you, then you can find yourself in a situation that you don't want to find yourself in.
Wow, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So there's all types
I
of
would have
policies
never
out there.
thought of things like that.
I would not have either, except that my son is a condo owner.
Yeah.
And so, yes.
So, and not every insurance carrier carries condo policies. I mean, some of them don't do homes at all. Some of them probably don't do condos either. So we're not the only folks in town that can sell a condo policy, but there certainly are some limitations there. You need to make sure that you get the right type of policy. A renter's policy won't do it. There's something we didn't cover is the Condos Association, the master policy, covers everything outside of the four walls of the buildings.
Just like you were a renter.
Just like you were a renter.
Okay.
Exactly. So the master policy of the Condo Association does not typically cover the contents of a condo owner's unit or the appliances or anything else. So you need to make sure that your policy has contents coverage, so the inside's protected, and then it also has, provisions for deductible, to be split up, if there's a large deductible in the master policy, and then also some liability coverage in the event the master policy isn't enough.
Well, we had a situation back a couple of years ago when they had that serious flooding in Nashville. The floodwaters did not get up into his condo, but they got to within the door of the condo. And so then when all the water went down, they had to go into the basements under everybody's condo, and they had to do a special treatment and everything so that the mold would not, and that was covered to an extent by the condo association.
To an extent.
Yeah. So we ended up having to
so you found where your policy
that's right. Every condo owner had to come up with some additional money for that. I think it was maybe $4,000 that Lee had to come up with for that under the house type work they had to do to keep that mold and mildew and everything that was going to accumulate from that. And you know, that's just something you don't think about. I mean, who thinks it's going to flood in downtown Nashville? Yeah. He lives across the street from the Capitol.
Oh, wow.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't out at Opryland where they did all that massive flooding, but, you know, there we were.
For him, his parents have owned businesses in the past and understand the need to set
aside
some money for a rainy day. And
to ask questions. Yes. That's exactly right. But tell us where you are located.
Yes.
We're located on Stewart Road, 1510 Stewart Road, in the old Coppinger building, as a lot of the viewers might remember the building, right across the street from the YMCA. So we are Stewart Road, and you can reach us at 478-3872 is our phone number, 478-3872, or on the web. www, of course, Landmark, I for insurance, B for brokerage, landmarkib.com.
And they're great guys, and you don't have to go out there and see them. If you call, they'll come and see you.
We'll come to you.
And very knowledgeable about what they're doing. And Byron will be with us next week, and so will Brene, because we have something really fun planned for next week.
It's a road show.
We're going to do a road show. We will be on the road early in the morning.
We're going to tell them. We're going to keep it a secret.
And no, we'll go ahead and tell you. We're going to make Christmas cookies and decorate. A centerpiece of the table. So where we're going to be going also does cinnamon rolls, and there will be some cinnamon rolls there, I'm sure, that early in the morning. But we're going to make and decorate the cookies, and so that should be a lot of fun.
I'm more of a cookie person in the morning anyway, you know. I like to eat sweets, brownies, and cake and such.
I'm just a food person.
You know, early in the morning, I mean, you have your cup of coffee and as long as you have something.
Yeah,
something.
To dunk.
So we hope that you all will watch us next week and see exactly what it is that we're going to be doing, because we will be on location.
Yes.
Early next Thursday
morning. Be sure and have
morning.
your paper and pen.
Yes.
So you can take notes.
Yes, and get recipes and do all that kind of good stuff. And we could even talk about how to insure your cookies, huh?
Like Good Morning America, we have guests come by and walk by the windows behind us.
Waving.
We can do that, and it should be fun. And
Hi, I'm from McDonald's.
Anybody that saw us the week before Thanksgiving saw us making dressing, and decorating a wreath for Christmas.
And we just segued all over the place.
Then Wes was here, I think, instead of Byron that day.
You missed a good one.
It worked out really, really well, because we had a really good time that day. So hopefully next Thursday morning we'll have another good time. So it has been great being with you all this morning, and we certainly hope.
Enjoyed it.
Yes, and since Brene is retired, she will be back as the co-host again next week, and I'm loving this, having Brene here. So, and Byron will be back with us next week. And
I love being here.
We're so glad you're here, because we love having you here and talking to us about insurance and things that, you know.
It's an education.
It really is an education. And so we're going to say bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
And we'll see you next Thursday morning.